Well, welcome back here to the Hazy Crawford Stadium. Semi-final number 1, done and dusted. COCA-COLA getting the better of Malik and a very close encounter by 2-1. Up next is the second semi-final, Fatima College. They come up against East Mucurapo in what should be another really excellent encounter. There are the officials followed by the teams, and we expect, James, another good close encounter. Maybe you'll have to say based on form, Fatima must start as favourites. But you know, Intercol, we just saw it. Malik defeated COCA-COLA in the league by 4-2, and they came here, took the lead and lost 2-1.
Yeah, this is a contest that you feel that Fatima College might have the advantage as favourites, but favourites nothing, as they say, as it's knockout football and you've got to play for it. On the day you lose, you go home. Fatima College, of course, a wealth of experience getting to the SSFL league final. Well, they've got to show their pedigree today as they come up against a team that is hungry for success and will be looking to scalp one of the big teams.
So there are the teams. Normally this is the only time they exchange pleasantries, James. It's at the beginning, and after that it's blood and thunder. But you made mention in the first semi-final that the sun is out, and boy, we have the sun. We do have the sun out in all its glory here at the Hazy Crawford Stadium. There are the officials and the referee Nikolai Nyron and the 2 assistants Johan Cornel and Kome Nicholas. So they are the men in charge, and we should see another very tough contest here. And of course, referee Nyron, we saw him do a couple of games, and he's another very solid referee.
Yeah, I think he's arguably one of the best young referees emerging out of Trinidad and Tobago. Has a bright future ahead of him. We did see him in the Ascension tournament where he was named as referee of the tournament. Yeah. So we look forward to seeing what he can do as he polices this match.
Well, the teams, the Fatima College team, they made a couple changes, which is interesting. There's no Digans this afternoon. Atong is in that midfield, and then Darius Jordan, he has gone to a left back, and Elijah Nunes has come in to the one of the 2 stoppers positions. Now we've seen Elijah Nunes going wide, and we saw him score a couple of very good goals for Fatima, but here he is in a central defensive position, and Jordan, who we've seen more in a midfield role, he's filling in that left back position. So the Fatima team, Edwards, Hospitalis, Williams, Nunes, Jordan, Alcantara, Bailey, Atong, Romani, Williams and Mason. Of course there's Jaden Williams and Kaim Williams. For Mucurapo, there's Alexander, Brewster, Luke, Hendrickson, Henry, Pear, Atiba, Gulston, Harley, Mohammed and Toussaint. That's how they line up as we get underway with semi-final number 2, and the ball immediately trying to be played out wide towards Toussaint, and it goes all the way back. It gets it to Henry. He's going to play it long, and giving chase there is Harley, but out comes goalkeeper Edwards. Rolls it out to Jaden Williams, and that's a little too high for the young Hospitalis, who seem to have taken a nice little trim there, and he's one of the standout players for Fatima at left back. But Mucurapo looking to take the game early towards Fatima, as Nunes is going to play that ball wide. Gets it towards, is that Bailey out there? It seems that Bailey's the man out there trying to get it infield towards Shaves. This is Romani, Hospitalis. This is a ball just taking a bit of a deflection. Going out wide is Williams. Williams going all the way back to Jaden Williams. Gets it towards Jordan. So Fatima knocking the ball around nicely. This is Bailey trying to go past him and look for that play was Atong. But Bailey, is he going to get the throw? Yes, he does. So Fatima looking to settle. Nice sunny conditions now, as you mentioned a little earlier, James.
Yeah, it's nice and sunny. Oh, what a contrast to what we saw in the first match. Rainy, slippery underfoot. Might still be soft with the rainy conditions, but here's the Crawford Stadium, one of the premier facilities in Trinidad and Tobago. You expect that it will dry up really quickly.
Fatima with the free kick, sent in field and headed just over the bar by Jaden Williams, and it's going to be a goal kick for East Mucurapo. So the first 2 minutes of this game, both teams are mounting a couple of attacks, and no real dangers as yet for either goalkeeper.
Did get in the right area, just got ahead of the defender, couldn't keep it down in the end. But I suspect that you're going to be seeing many more like that, and Mucurapo will have to deal with them well.
Well, this is Pierre getting that ball out wide towards Mohammed, and it's picked up here by Fatima. This is Jordan. Getting it infield to Alcantara. He gives it back to Jordan. Jordan trying to go past his man, and comes off the boot of Mohammed, and it's going to be a throw for Fatima. This is semi-final number 2, the North Zone Intercol, as the ball is given away, and Mucurapo coming forward with Harley, and making that run wide is Tristate. Harley twisting and turning with it, still in possession. In fact, he now gives it away towards this is Chime Williams, and this is the other Williams, Jaden. One is playing a wide right midfielder, the other one is in defense, and let's see, the ball has in fact come off of the Fatima player, and it's going to be a throw for Mucurapo. Henry is going to take it. He's asking for some movement. Going up that left side is Tristate. He crashes into the boards as Hospital is just ushering the ball over the line, and it's going to be a goal kick for Fatima. No real alarms at the moment for either side. We've just been playing for 3 minutes and 41 seconds. We saw a goal yesterday, James, in that game between Roxborough and Mason Hall. In 40 seconds of the second half, Roxborough were trailing 2-1, and they came out with a real vigor, and within 40 seconds they equalized. Unfortunately, they went down 3-2, but I think that was one of the fastest goals we've seen since the restart of a game. But here's Jaden Williams, gets it there towards looks like Shaves, goes wide to Williams, gets it back to Shaves. He turns with it, turns well, does well, gets it to Williams, and Williams can't go forward, so he has to go back, but he loses out. He loses possession there, as this is looks like Henry, but the ball played in the midfield as Fatima slow things down with Nunes. Plays a good ball towards Bailey. Bailey coming in field with it. He quickly loses possession, and Mucurapo trying to come away with it, but Fatima regains possession through Alcantara. That ball goes wide towards Jordan. Back to Alcantara. He spreads it across towards Williams. That's a good ball. What's this Williams going to do with it? He's trying to dribble his man. Still in possession. He needs to get it over. He in fact wins a corner, and the first corner of the game going towards Fatima.
Yeah, nice pattern of play from Fatima College, stretching East Mucurapo, trying to bend them out of shape. He just felt that cross needed to be in a bit earlier. With time and space, he tried to cut back in on his left foot, and well, with numbers in the area, you're going to be asking for that ball earlier.
Well, here is the corner. It's going to be taken by Williams. He sends it a little too wide of getting it just outside the area. He was looking for the other Williams, Jaden, but Fatima regains possession. Here is Bailey going wide towards Nunes, plays that ball forward. Shaves is appealing for a handball, but Mucurapo come away with it, and had that ball gone to Harley, it would have been a one-on-one situation, but Mucurapo trying to regain possession here. It's at the back with Hendrickson. It's going to play it in field, and that's a good tackle as Fatima regained possession. Coming away with it is Atong, gets it to Alcantara. He goes wide to Hospitales. Fatima controlling the game with some slick passing at the moment, as the ball goes all the way back to Nunes. Harley is giving chase. Is Nunes going to go back to his keeper? He certainly will. Edwards gets it to Jaden Williams. Plays that ball forward towards Romani. This is Hospitales looking to go down line to Williams, and the ball comes off of Toussaint, and it's going to be a throw for Fatima. Hospitales gets it towards Williams. He plays it in field. Alcantara goes over onto that left side where Jordan is located. Jordan going further down the line to Bailey. Bailey's pretty speedy. He looks to blow past the defender, sends it in field, looking for Shaves. He's not getting fine Shaves. It's cleared up field. Harley giving chase. Noons is going to get there before him, and Noons playing. He gives it away as Mohammed was coming forward with it. This is Harley getting it back to Mohammed. Mohammed does very well. Looks to get Harley through, and it goes all the way to the goalkeeper. A lot of midfield play at the moment, James.
Yeah, this is going to be a match that Mucurapo, they're not going to get a lot of possession. What they have to do is make possession count when they do get it. They've got to be very methodical about their chances. Fatima College are going to hog the ball. They're going to spread it around, try to bend them out of shape. And if they can remain compact and then take their chances, well, they might be in with a shout.
Well, this is Williams looking to come in field with it, but it's won here by Henry. Plays a good ball in field, but Fatima regained possession. No, it goes all the way towards Toussaint. He goes back to Henry. Ball played in field now, looking for Atiba. And is he fouled? Yes, Atiba is brought down. It's going to be a free kick for East Mucurapo.
Yeah, he's going to be one of the key figures for the East Mucurapo. Atiba Kio, certainly one of the talented players. He got them there. Penalty shootouts win against St. Anthony's College, and he just feel there to get something from this match. He's got to be involved as much as possible.
Luke with that free kick, but it's won by Jordan. He heads it on towards Bailey. Bailey plays a nice ball wide towards Williams. Is he going to get the crossover? He sends it one time. It's overhit, and no real danger as Brewster gives chase and sends it upfield looking for Harley, but Noons is there. A little bit of a not controlling it. It goes to Jordan. He goes all the way back to Jaden Williams. It's coming for Mucurapo, sitting back and allowing Fatima to get possession in their own half, but this is Shaves. Ball goes for to Romani. He goes wide to Williams. Hospitales starting to come forward with it, and the ball played through by looks to be Atong, but it's cleared away, and it's all Fatima at the moment. This is Jaden Williams. Wide is the other Williams, and the ball played in field now as Mucurapo fighting desperately to regain possession. They're not able to do that. Toussaint is not able to keep it in, and it goes out of play. So Mucurapo under some pressure at the moment. James, and Fatima is certainly controlling possession.
What I'd like to see though, Williams, when he gets into those positions out wide, that he attack that space just in behind us. He's being given a lot of space, but he's opted more times than one to come back in on his left foot. And I think East Mucurapo are going to be much more comfortable with him doing that rather than him attacking that space out wide and trying to stretch them out of shape.
This is a goal kick for East Mucurapo. Sent upfield, the heads go up, and it's won by Romani. Gets it to Jordan. Jordan being put under some pressure from Mohammed, and this is Romani. It's it back to Noons. Jordan as Fatima again taking control, passing the ball around from left to right, and Hospitalis completely misses that, so it's going to be a throw for the East Mucurapo team. Henry coming forward to take the throw. Hospitalis heads it out, so it's another throw for Mucurapo, and they've made some yards going up that left side. This is Atiba getting it back to Henry, and he tried to play a 1-2. It's one here by Alcantara. He's looking to spread it wide, and it's well intercepted by Brewster, and he had to because Christian Bailey was right behind him. And luckily for Brewster, he was able to win that ball, but it's back into the midfield. It's with Pear. Gets it to Atiba. Atiba trying to find Toussaint wide, but Hospitalis picks it up. Gets it to Williams. He gets the return ball. Hospitalis starting to move forward with it. He's brought down. It's going to be a free kick for Fatima. So just about 11 minutes gone. Still, we await the first goal in the second semi-final.
Yeah, I'm loving what I'm seeing in this match at the moment. Fatima College, he looks so comfortable in possession. It's getting into that final third. I saw it in the National League final. Penetration is where they've lacked often.
Oh, here is the long ball played forward, and Nunes caressing it nicely to Jordan. His touch is a little bit too much, but Romani wins it. Gets it out towards Williams. Plays it, tries to go around the mouth. He does well, does very well. It sends it in field. Romani can't, it was played just behind him, and because of that, he was not able to get the shot away. And Atiba comes away with it, but he is playing the ball behind Hospitalis, and because of that, the throw has been quickly taken. This is Atong. All the way back to Nunes, and all the Mucurapo players are in their own half of the field, defending very stubbornly at the moment as Nunes gets it towards Jaden Williams. He starts to come forward. Look at the space he's got, and running at the defense, and looking to play a 1-2 there with Shaves, and it's cleared upfield. And the one man upfield is Harley, and he's going to run at that Fatima defense now. There's no doubt about it. He's got no support, and he's trying to take on the defenders, and unfortunately, let's see, does he win a corner? Yes, he does. So the first corner for East Mucurapo, and it's all down to that man there, Harley, and he was all on his own, James, ran at the fire. He had no other choice. There was no support, and he did the only thing possible was to run at the defense, and he's got a corner out of it.
I think it's fair to say Harley went on his bike there, took it to the defense, and it's all about moments, and this is a big moment. These are the kind of moments that will be rare for Mucurapo in this match. Can they capitalize?
Well, a right-sided corner, and the shot, it hits the bar. Oh my word, what a shot. It volley, and it smashed against the bar. Edwards had absolutely no chance from that. What, as you rightly said, James, they've got to capitalize on it, and they were very unlucky here not to take the lead. But here is a real tussle now there between Henry and Atong, and the ball played to Williams, and now Fatima with a chance. Williams, he's going to look to square it back. He does, and Fatima scored. Shaves has made it 1-0 in the 14th minute, and this has been after the ball hit the bar where East Mucurapo could have taken the lead, James. Fatima went straight down, and they've scored through Shaves.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was talking about, what I wanted to see from Williams. Look at this. He attacks the space out wide, and what he does, he stretches the team with him, pulling defenders out of Shapes, creating a nice passing lane for Shapes to get in there and get the final touch in on goal. This is exactly what you want to see from your wingers, and well, he's done it well, and they benefited. Yeah,
you know, you've got to feel sorry for East Mucurapo, because maybe we can have a look back at that corner that they took, that the ball there is Shaves, the strong man, and he's open the scoring for Fatima, but you've got to feel sorry for East Mucurapo, because the corner came in. We'll have a look at it in a minute, and it smashed against the bar. Tristan Edwards in the Fatima goal, he was absolutely beaten, and you've got to say they were unlucky not to take the lead.
And that's a game. That's a game. You get a chance on one end, and the other end you don't take it, and it comes back to bite you in the butt. Unfortunately, a big chunk of their butt has been taken by Shaves, and unlucky Mucurapo. In a game like this, you're hardly going to get chances like this. When you get set pieces against a team that dominates possession, you've got to make good on these chances.
It looked like Mohammed was the man, either Mohammed or Ali, who got that shot in, but they were so unlucky that it smashed against the bar. It was a good volley as well from that corner, because the corner came in and it was volley. There is a shot, but cleared away. And this is Harley. He's away. He's on his bike. Can it be 1-1? Oh, very disappointing. Well, Fatima was opened up there. The defense was all over at the place. Harley went straight through the middle, and he should have done better, James.
Oh, when you've got chances like that, you've got to take it. And Harley put on his nitrous booster, burst past everybody, just needed to get a bit closer. I think he panicked in the end, and an easy save for the goalkeeper. And again, Mucurapo getting a brilliant opportunity against Fatima College, and yet another opportunity not taken.
Well, here is Hospitalis. He's going to turn back, gets into Jaden Williams. He turns with it, goes all the way back to goalkeeper Edwards. So Edwards saving Fatima there, saving their blushes. Fatima were a little bit careless at the back. A collision there, but they are the Fatima rhythm section. But let's look at Harley James.
Did everything right. Got a yard, got across the defender, made it difficult for him. Just needed to get a yard or two closer. And I think he tried, he panicked.
What I think he should have done, and maybe we could just have a quick look at that again. What I think he did, he should have cut back across the defender, but he went away from the goal, and that put him under pressure. But still, you think when you are 1-on-1 there, you got to put it in the back of the net. But Williams not able to control it.
Yeah, this is what you're talking about.
Yeah, he should have cut back across.
Initially, he did the right thing.
Yeah.
But I think he just had a bit more time than he anticipated. And in the end, well, didn't take the chance.
Well, Fatima leading by 1-0 here. Just about 17 and a half minutes gone. But Mucurapo is not out of it. They've had a couple chances. As Henry brought down, it's going to be a free kick for East Mucurapo.
Well, tell you what, East Mucurapo, they're up to play. They're not here to roll over and play dead. Certainly up to testing that Fatima College backline, and they've done it on a couple of occasions.
That's a good free kick. The heads go up just wide. That wasn't a bad effort. Seemed to be Mohammed who'd had that header, and it wasn't that bad. It wasn't far off.
Yeah, Kufu Mohammed getting up nice and high. Just couldn't direct it on frame. But again, that's what I'm talking about. They're brave and bold. That's the sort of bravery that we saw against St. Anthony's College that got them to the semi-final. And the thing is, Colin Murray, when you're this close and you can smell the final, it motivates and inspires you, and Fatima's got to be careful.
That's right. Well, they give it away. And the ball played out towards Tristate, but Hospitalis wins it. Plays it down the line, but he gives it away to Henry, who in turn gives it right back to Atong. This is Alcantara as well. He's gonna just get it on to Nunes. This is Bailey. Cuts inside. Looks for some support. Gets it from Alcantara. Hospitalis always looking to join into the attack. Williams. Still Williams. And Alcantara, is he brought down? Yes, says the referee. It's going to be a free kick for Fatima. Of course, this is the first time these two teams have met for the season, because they were in the different groups. James, Fatima is in one group and East Mucurapo in another. So it's the first time they're meeting. So we have no sort of little history of them meeting in the league to sort of judge, if who can really come out on top here today. There's a shot from Nunes. It takes a deflection and goes just wide. Well, that took a deflection and nearly was an own goal. Yeah, of course, the only thing you can look at is Fatima being in the final. You have to say that, they got to the final, so they're one of the top teams. There's the free kick.
Yeah, somebody stepped over a black cat or broke a mirror. Either way, very unlucky. Fortunate in the end that it didn't creep in the far post.
Header goes up. Goalkeeper Alexander takes control of it. Bowls it out to Toussaint. And he slips. And Hospitalis regains possession for Fatima. Plays it in field. Gets it to Nunes, who says, take it easy, cool it. Gets it towards Jaden Williams. Alcantara gives it away. It's one back here by Romani. Atong. Jaden Williams, who's gone out to a left back position, but he gives it away as Mohammed looking for Harley. That's it too far ahead of him. And goalkeeper Edwards does well. Sends it out to Hospitalis. Alcantara again giving the ball away. And this is a shot coming, and takes a slight deflection. The shot there from Gulston. He had some room in front of him, and you had to think James James should have done a little better. His shot in the end was a little bit tame.
Yeah, and he just sensed that the game is getting a bit stretched. It's a similar pattern of play that we saw in the finals against St. Benedict's College. Fatima College employing a high press first 15 minutes. But now that they've run out of some steam, you just see the game being a bit stretched, and well, they might need some energy from those guys in the stands to get them back on track, because Mucurapo is certainly taking advantage.
You're not suggesting they don't have energy at the moment?
Well, at the moment, they've taken their foot off the gas. They're not pressing as high, and East Mucurapo are exploiting the open spaces.
That's a good tackle, and kept in play. But no, it's not. But pretty good tackle coming there from Luke. And as Bailey tried to get around him, there's an East Mucurapo flag flying high, and so they should, because they're not out of this game. They had a couple chances in which to score and didn't take them, and that's the thing, James. When you have your chances, you don't take it. The opposition suddenly gets a chance, they take it, and then all of a sudden it's 1-0. There are some of the supporters.
I just wonder who they're supporting.
It looks like East Mucurapo, not seeing blue and yellow. You do know that it's Fatima colours, do you?
Oh, you know better than me, of course. You almost took them to a final, didn't you?
Here is Ali. Was for once he was just not in a striking position. He was trying to create something. Ball played out to Bailey, looking to get inside of Brewster. Gets it to the overlapping Jordan. Back to Bailey. Sends the crossover, deep cross, looking for Williams. Headed away towards Toussaint. Toussaint being harassed by Hospitales, and Hospitales is a tough little cookie. And let's see, the referee has in fact given a free kick because Hospitales was trying to win that ball unfairly, says referee Myron, and it's going to be a free kick for East Mucurapo.
Yeah, I just like the energy, just a bit seeping over the pot. That's what makes these nights and these afternoons very, very special. And both teams, they really want it really badly. How about that man, Hudson Barber Charles? He certainly wants it.
Here is East Mucurapo looking to try and get something going, and a foul committed, and there is Pear being brought down, so it's going to be a free kick for East Mucurapo. Kick is going to be taken by Atiba. Probably looking for some movement, but he decides to go wide, and it's intercepted by Hospitales. But winning it back here is Romani, or this is Atong for Fatima. Gets it to Hospitales, gets it to Shaves, the man who scored the opening goal for Fatima, and the ball played out. I thought he was looking to dribble, and Williams was wide. He should have found Williams, but opted to try and dribble and lost it. But this is Atiba, and he's brought down. So a few unnecessary fouls in the last minute or so, as that ball they take quickly, goes to Luke, plays it wide towards Mohammed. It's being confronted by Jordan, plays it infield, but it's won by Romani, gets it to Atong. This is Hospitales as Fatima looking to come forward. Williams doesn't control that. A very heavy touch. The ball played into Ali, but it's won back by Williams. This time it's Romani. Goes wide towards Bailey. Making that run, going down the overlapping run is Jordan. Plays that ball infield to Shaves. Still Shaves in possession, but it's won back here by East Mucurapo. And they give it right back to Hospitales. This time Williams in possession. Going down that right side are two Fatima players, Atong and Shaves. And Shaves sends the ball across. The attack comes in. This is the attack from look to be Romani attacking that ball, but it's cleared upfield. Ali goes down. He was on his bike, but unfortunately for East Mucurapo, he slipped at the most inopportune moment. 25 minutes gone here. 1-0. Fatima leading in this, the second semi-final. It's a good tackle, and let's see. It's a goal kick. So in the end, a good tackle from Hendrickson, and it's going to be a goal kick to East Mucurapo.
Yeah, and Williams again a bit hesitant to head down that side. He's a bit unlucky that it went for a goal kick, but he always stretches that team every time he tries to attack that space in behind. He's very good 1v1, and I would advise him, of course, you'd expect that East Mucurapo would pile bodies in the middle, and Fatima having trouble getting to that middle. What they need to do, play the balls quicker out into the wing areas to get into those pockets behind the space behind there, and then give themselves a chance of that ball coming back across the area.
So Fatima again on the attack through Romani, plays it to Atong. He looks around, he's going to give it to Hospitalis. He tried to give it to Hospitalis, but he was under no pressure, and that's a very bad ball. So puts his team under some pressure because it's going to be a throw for East Mucurapo. Henry is coming forward to take the throw. As we see Atiba and Tristate making some movements, but it's headed towards Atiba. He leaves it for Henry. This is Harley, turns beautifully with it, sends it to Tristate, and Tristate is in an offside position. So the East Mucurapo supporters got a little bit, one would say, noisy at that point in time because they thought that Tristate was in a good position to Fatima supporters. They look very pensive, James.
Yeah, they've got smiles on the face though.
Okay.
It's still a nervy contest. Mucurapo have created some good moments so far, but they lead by a goal to nil, so they have more reason to smile.
Well, Brewster looking to play that ball forward to Mohammed, but it goes now to Romani, gets it to Bailey. Only Shaves is inside, so he's looking to take on his man. Sends it towards Shaves, and he's getting there just before the defender and keeper, and it seemed to have come off of the defender. It's gone behind for a corner, but there is Shaves. It's been a real nuisance in that the heart of the East Mucurapo defense. So Bailey with the corner, sends it low, cleared away by Brewster. Mohammed is not going to get there. It's going to go out for a throw for Fatima.
And it's again when you see Fatima wingers attacking that line, again where they create the better chances, the better scoring opportunities have always come when they've attacked that line. East Mucurapo are quite comfortable defending to the middle, and when they come back, cut back onto the weaker foot, most times they're quite comfortable defending those.
But this is Jordan making a run, taking on 2 or 3 defenders, but it's cleared up field. Harley, he's done well. He's been on his own most of the time, but he shielded that ball very well, and he's very speedy as well, James. So if he gets a yard on the defenders, he is going to really create more problems for them.
Like his movements, Harley certainly is a good mover, very aware in terms of finding spaces. That's why he's been able to be picked out so easily time after time again. But what I'd like to see is the supporting cast get there quicker in transition to support him in attack. Him by himself, most likely he's not going to trouble Fatima. Fatima's not going to mind him too much being all isolated.
So it's going to be a throw for East Mucurapo. Henry is the man, but it's played. Is it captain? It seemed to be captain by Shaves. This is Hendrickson being hustled by Romani. The ball goes over onto that far side to Brewster. Says Mohammed does well, does very well. Looking to go past Jordan and not able to do that. Jordan gets a boot in. It goes out. It's going to be a throw for East Mucurapo. It's half an hour gone. Still just the 1 goal in it, scored by Michael Shaves. The cross comes from Brewster, but it's picked up by Nunes. Trying to find Williams, but Henry's in the way. Gets it to Atiba, back to Henry. Playing it to Tristate. This could be problems here. Tristate taking on his man. Still Tristate. He's he was looking to get that shot in. James, he just couldn't get the shot. He was twisting one way, twisted the other, and you could see him trying to get that right-footed shot. He went back on his left foot, and he was really, look at him, he was blocked out.
Yeah, miserable as a drunken man in a bar. causing all sorts of commotion in the Fatima defense. Eventually, somebody had to stop him, and they, well, gratefully, successfully did so.
So here is Williams looking to get it down the line to Shaves. And the ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw for Fatima Hospitalis, coming all the way down to take the throw.
And I just feel that's how East Mucurapo can hurt Fatima. 1v1 situations. If defenders are caught isolated 1v1, they could be in trouble. They've got great individual players, and they'll have to be careful that they stay as compact defensively.
Well, a throw for Fatima, a few meters from that corner flag. As it's Hospitalis with it. Nice crowd here now at the Nathan Crawford Stadium. The ball played up to Tristate. Looking to get Harley on a run. The thing is, Fatima has got to be very careful as well, James, because a few times they've played that long ball up to Harley, and he's being isolated with a one defender. So if he gets past that defender, as we saw a little earlier, he could be in a one-on-one situation with the goalkeeper.
And you've got to give credit to Harley though, because I mean as that drum beats and it gives him energy, what he is very spatially aware. He's very aware of the space around him. He's clever, and if you take your eyes off a player like him, then you lose him. And that has happened several times. Look at this.
Yeah, he was in a one-on-one situation there with Nunes, and Nunes did very well indeed to repel the attack of Harley. But they've got to be careful, because if they continue with that and allow Harley in a one-on-one situation with the defenders, he could be in trouble. But here is Bailey with a chance. He's held back his run and looking for some backward support. The ball is played to Shaves. He can't get the shot away, and Mucurapo coming away with it. It's cleared upfield by Pear, but it's going to come right back through Nunes.
Got to be quicker. Final third, Fatima College, a bit pedestrian, allowing East Mucurapo to regroup.
Williams trying to play that ball wide out to Bailey. Nunes with the header to Hospitalis. They lose it, and the ball sent upfield for Harley, but Edwards came out quickly. I think Edwards is realizing some of those the danger with those through balls to Harley, because he's starting to play to come off his line and trying to intercept them. But he as well, he's got to be careful, because if he mistimes that that tackle, we could see Fatima in trouble. But here's Bailey playing that ball to Shaves. Is he going to get there? And Peel going up for a corner. It is a corner, as the final touch must have been by Luke, and so it's going to be a left side corner. There's some of the crowd here, a lot of blue and yellow there. I would think that section there, James, Fatima, you agree?
I was thinking Ukraine.
Okay, here is corner, deep, goes out towards Atong. Atong going past his man, looks to get it inside, but hit a little too deep, but it goes to Bailey. He has the shot, again takes a deflection, goes to Toussaint. Toussaint is being surrounded by yellow shirts and couldn't go anywhere, and in the end the ball was played out by Romani, and it's going to be a throw for East Mucurapo. There's Henry coming forward to take the throw.
It's been a good game so far, Colin Murray.
Yeah, it's been a pretty decent game. That's a good turn, and Harley is on his nose. This is Mohammed this time. Every time I see a forward runner, I think it's Harley, but that was Mohammed. Not a bad ball, not a bad idea, trying to play it through, but was hit a little too firm, and Mohammed couldn't get to it. And here comes Fatima. Going down that left side is Jordan. Sends it crossing, and is it a free kick? Because we'll just have to wait and see if the referee is awarding a free kick. He's having a word with Brewster. as Jordan picks himself up.
Well, I certainly enjoyed that tackle. No Brett Sancho somewhere.
Well, that's a Brett Sancho tackle you
He's
enjoyed.
smiling.
But James, it's a foul.
Yeah, must have gotten something on the player as well. I thought he got all ball, but then I'm watching from a distance.
Well, if you're saying it's a Brent Sancho tackle, he didn't get all ball. So I will agree with you. But here's that ball going back. Is the shot coming to over the bar? So not a good shot. The idea was good from the free kick, playing it back to Alcantara, and Alcantara never got over the ball, and so it went high. But let's have a look at the Brent Sancho tackle.
Yeah, he really got in there, didn't he? The defender.
Whoa!
Yeah, he was woefully late. Would have ended up in the penance line in secondary school if you came in that late.
And then the shot coming from Alcantara, going high over the bar. So just about 9.5 minutes left in this first half. Hospitales. Nice sunshine here at the Hasely Crawford Stadium. Ball played out to Jordan. Still going forward with it, trying to do too much. It's won back by East Mucurapo. It's Gulston playing it forward, but Fatima regained possession. It's Alcantara. Hospitales didn't control that all that well, but still was able to get it to Williams. So Williams to Williams, because this is Jaden Williams to Nunes. Nunes looking for that long ball, trying to get Shaves going. It comes off of the head of Hendrickson, and it's going to be a throw for Fatima.
A bit better ball movement from Fatima College. Nice movement as well from Shaves.
It's going to be a throw for East Mucurapo. Game has just died a little bit, James. It's lost its momentum.
It certainly has, and credit to East Mucurapo. They've made it difficult for all of Fatima's possession. They've made it difficult for them to create clear goal-scoring opportunities. By no means have they been overawed by the occasion.
This is Atiba. One back here by Fatima. The ball comes off the referee, so he's going to have to stop the play.
Oh, maybe you wanted to touch Nikolai Nairon. He's done a good game so far.
Yeah, he's done a good game. He's, as you rightly said, he's one of the really top up-and-coming young referees we have in the country. This is Bailey. Talking about top up-and-coming. Bailey not getting around Luke. Luke did very well. Sent it upfield. But you see, that's the problem, James. When they send the ball upfield, they try to get it to Harley. If it's not close to Harley, then they're going to have problems because it's going to come right back at them.
It's going to be doing all of the bull work, as they call it. It's got to chase, cover a large area of space. He's done well so far. Question is, how long can he continue?
This is Romani with a shot. Oh, that's the goal number 2 in the 40th minute. Romani, Kaiba Romani has made it 2-0. The thing with him, Kiba Romani is a type of player from just outside the box or around the box. He's got a good shot on him with both feet, James. He took that nicely with his left foot, and then he hit it back into the far corner away from the keeper.
Well, if you send him in a war zone, you'll have several kills with a sniper shot like that. Pick the spot, bullseye. And that's the kind of marksman effort you need, particularly against a stubborn defense like Mucurapo proved to be. And when it's that good, well, nothing the goalkeeper could do about it. He says, well, that's easy for we. Romani.
So Fatima now leading by 2-0. So they've got 1 foot into the North Zone final. And this certainly would be a repeat of the 1986 final right here at the Hasely Crawford Stadium. when the teams actually drew, and in those days there were replays, and Fatima lost the replay, so that would be good news for QRC. This is a foul. No, the referee says they have advantage, and then Nunes promptly plays it outside, so it's going to be a throw for East Mucurapo.
Got to feel a bit for East Mucurapo though. They've been stubborn. They haven't done much wrong, just didn't close him down quick enough, Romani. And well, when he's got that type of accuracy, you give him space plus time. Well, you know the answer to that.
Atong to Hospitalis. The goal scorer Romani does well, gets it to Alcantara. This is Jordan. Shaves making the run. The keeper's got to come, he's got to come, and he does well. But the loose ball is picked up here by Romani. You could see he was looking for the shot. Two men are down at the moment. I think the referee's got to stop the play, and he will stop the play, as that was really touch and go. I thought for one moment the keeper, he looked a little hesitant. He started to come, James, and I thought he sort of held back. Let's have a look. Let's look at the keeper.
Yeah, it was punched in there, and I think the ball held up. It didn't come on as quickly. He was a bit hesitant. He was a bit awkward as he went to that, just making the collision with the ankle there of Shaves. And he's a bit lucky, and well, he's going to feel the hurt of that for some time to come. He's going to get some ice on that one.
That's the goalkeeper, Deshaun Alexander. And the thing is, from the time the ball was hit, he started to come, and then he sort of slowed down, and then he realized that, hey, I can get there. And
yeah, that's when the ball held up.
He was lucky, yeah.
Yeah, perhaps a wet surface coming into play there, because the pace that it was hit at, it seemed as it would have gone all the way through. Goalkeeper seemed to be favouring the goalkeeper, then it held up a bit and gave Shaves the advantage. Left him in no man's land. He's lucky he didn't go in.
Well, 42 and a half minutes gone. Understand that once we complete the 45 minutes, it's going to be 1 minute of added on time, and it made it just a little bit longer because of this injury. And see the ball, the referee has the ball, he's going to give it back to Fatima. Bailey gets it to Romani, and sends that ball over towards Williams, and they're in trouble here. Mucurapo, oh my word, they have given it away. Well, that was poor defending, and you have to say excellent bit of work there. Is it Romani again? I don't, let's see, have a look. No, it's Williams, Chaim Williams. But what poor defending, James. They just couldn't clear the ball out of their defense. And in the 44th minute, Fatima now, they are coasting at 3-0. But let's look at the defending, James.
Well, somebody needs to call a hotline, because that was self-inflicted. Firstly, the defender, wrong option, going with his feet instead of his head. Then a miss kick, and when you do that, well, you just allow yourself to be. He should have gone with his head there.
Well, you're looking at all three defenders, because you have Henry, who tried to kick it, Hendrickson, and there is some action going back on at the top. Yeah, Hendrickson, he then miskicked, and Luke, he stood up waiting, and Williams got inside and was able to get the ball into the back of the net.
Yeah, that's the butterfly effect. One error sends a pack of cards going down, just like he went down, Shaves.
Yep, it's going to be a free kick for Fatima. I think there's a yellow card is going to come out. Let's see who is going to get the yellow card. It could be Hendrickson. Let's have a look, because Shaves was through.
But just going back to your earlier point, Colin, and it all started with one poor decision. A high ball like that in the area, as a defender, you've got to go with your head. You can't allow it to fall in the area and try to volley. You're asking for trouble.
Yes, and it's really amazing. Luke then miskicked as well, and well, Hendrickson miskicked, and Luke, he stood there, and Williams got in front of him and was able to poke the ball into the net. Really bad mistake. But here's Nunes with a free kick. No doubt he's going to go to goal. He's got a good left foot. James, we've seen him before. Got a very cultured left foot. Let's see. No doubt he's going to go to goal from here. Hits it low and hard. Straight through the keeper. I said this young man has got a cultured left foot. And in the 46th minute, he's made it 4-0. Fatima, it's a walk in the park now.
Well, it's all going downhill for them, isn't it? Noon's powerful strike. Tell you what, didn't need Moses Rudd to part that sea of purple shirts. Just hit it low and hard, and that did the trick, even to the goalkeeper.
The wall just jumped out of the way, and the ball went, there it is, the wall jumped, and the ball went, now the poor keeper, he must have been a little bit blinded by that, and it's 4-0 now. It's the half time. The referee, Nyron, has indicated after the 1 minute of added on time, he's called a halt to proceedings here. And Fatima, there goes the goalkeeper, Deshaun Alexander. Really, you have to feel for him, because they have given away 3 goals, and I say given away, James, because they've given away 3 goals in the last 6 minutes.
Yeah, at least a meteorologist can predict storms. No one saw that coming, and out of nowhere, that big 4 stands next to Fatima College as East Mucurapo, they find themselves behind at halftime.
Yes, they find themselves behind at halftime. Fatima, they are leading here at the Hasely Crawford Stadium in semi-final number 2. They're leading by 4-0 against East Mucurapo. Welcome back here to the Hazley Crawford Stadium. We're at the half of Fatima College. This is the North Zone semi-final number 2. Fatima College, they lead East Mucurapo comfortably at the moment by 4 goals to 0, and it's really been all Fatima during this first half. James, let's have a look at the highlights.
Well, what a match. Nikolai Nairon getting us on the way. Fatima College creating the first real chance. That one up and over. And then this one, dialing from distance. No gravity to bring that closer to the surface. Mucurapo, though, not out of the match by any means, creating the first real chance off the crossbar. And would they regret that missed chance? Oh, yes, they will, because Williams took his man on a wild joyride. And then Shaves comes in at the front door. Knock, knock, who's there? Goal number 1 for Fatima College. Shaves celebrating. Zion Harley certainly took them on a ride on his bike, getting the better of the team, just at the finishing touch. And maybe they could have gotten an equalizer here. Again, just couldn't get the coordinates as that flashed wide of Edwards' post. But Howard Fatima College luck certainly was on their side. Unlucky on that occasion as it missed the far corner. But then later on, they kept knocking, huffing and puffing, and the purple shirts were just falling away. And talking about falling away, that's a fadeaway shot from Roman in the 40th minute. And that would be the domino effect that would be needed inside the next 6 minutes. This happened. Comedy of errors. Nobody connecting. And Chaim Williams taking full advantage as he got a sitter. You don't get them easier than that. And then 2 minutes later, additional time, Noons right through the wall to everybody. Call those a penetrator. And that meant that East Mucurapo were down by 4 goals to 0. Let's look at the numbers now, Colin.
Yep, and the numbers are very interesting, the numbers here, because let's look at the shots. Fatima 6 shots, just 3 to East Mucurapo. 4 shots on target for Fatima, all 4 going into the back of the net. 2 shots on target for East Mucurapo, 3 fouls to 5 fouls for East Mucurapo, 2 yellow cards for the East Mucurapo teams, no red cards, 1 offside, 4 corners for Fatima as opposed to 1 from East Mucurapo, 2 saves from the Fatima custodian, none so far from the East Mucurapo custodian. Every time he's got a shot, he's picked up the ball in the back of the net. 60% possession Fatima, 40% for East Mucurapo. So the story so far, Fatima leading by 4 goals to 0. Let's go down to Siobhan. She's got the assistant coach of Fatima with her.
Thank you, Colin. Joining me pitch side is Fatima goalkeeper coach Declan Squires. Now, just to point out, coach, assistant coach Gomes did say that he wanted the team to make their first score within the first 20 minutes. Now, so said, so done. 14th minute, Shaves made that first goal. Now, the question to you is, how has the team rebounded and reset following the Premiership loss to St. Benedict's in order to prepare for Intercol?
Well, what we did is wipe the state clean. The Intercol is a new competition, so we put it to the boys that it was tough losing our first game of the season against Benedict. So for the Intercol, lift your head up. Let's go again and look at the Intercol competition as something to win.
So tell us, coach, what are your plans looking like for second half? What is the conversation going to be like with the boys before they head back out?
They really need to relax and play the football, because as you can see in the first half, they've been a little lackluster with the passing. I guess that because of the conditions, mentally, the challenges of the game, probably got to them. But being 4 goals up, I think that it would calm them down a bit. And going into the second half, they should execute even more and be more comfortable on the ball.
Thank you, coach. All the best in second half. That was the goalkeeper coach Declan Squires for Fatima College.
Thank you very much.
Up next, we have assistant coach Michael Alexander. Coach, thoughts on your team's performance in first half?
It was good up until about the 30th minute, where we was down 1-0 and we conceded 3 in the space of about 10-15 minutes. more or less, you know. But yeah, the performance wasn't going too bad.
Now, this is knockout football, as we know, and your team is down 4-0. Are you guys going to come out attacking in second half? What's the plan?
Well, we must, because we had to try and get back into the game. Getting back into the game, we must attack.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, good luck, coach, in the next 45 minutes. All the best, and thank you so much.
Thanks.
Right now, we're going to take a break, and second half action up next.
Thank you very much, and welcome back here to the Hasely Crawford Stadium as the players start to emerge from the tunnel, and it's half time, and it's going to be a real uphill task here because Fatima College, they're leading against East Mucurapo. If you're now joining us, they're leading by 4 goals to nil. So it's going to be an uphill task for East Mucurapo to try and get back into this game. And you've got to say, James, they're more than a foot into the final.
Yeah, familiar faces looking on. Kevin Molino, the Columbus screwman, 21 appearances for them this season, 2 goals. And Kaleem Highland, former captain of the Trinidad and Tobago national team, 57 goals, 57 caps, 23 goals for Molino, and he would certainly want to be part of the team out there. He did win both of them in fact did win the Intercol title with Mucurapo back in 2008, and looking on at the moment, it's a different picture altogether. Of course, Atula Guerra, Jobin Jones part of that squad as well.
Yeah, they must be a little bit disappointed with what they're seeing with the Mucurapo team. I think, you know, and we made a point, James, a few weeks ago, and we talked about some of the traditional teams, the St. Augustines, the St. Anthony's, and their performance this year has really left a lot to be desired. And you're wondering, I mean, we had an interview with the St. Augustine coach, and he talked about development. You can't come into this premiership and talk about development. You got to develop your under 14 team, and you bring them up from that level to compete in the premiership division. You can't expect to develop these players here because it's just not on. I think Mucurapo has made a substitution as we're just about getting ready to restart. It appears that Jarvis has come on, and not sure who he's come on for, but we'll try and get that information for you. Here's a mistake from Williams, and luckily Edwards cleans it up for him. So this is Henry in possession now, as Hendrickson was able to get that ball towards him. Gulston, that was Atiba playing it forward. Ball played wide by, looks to be Brewster, who seemed to have gone into a central defensive position, and there's Brewster looking to tackle Bailey, and Bailey does well, looking to turn this man, plays it in field to Alcantara, who gets it towards Atong, and he plays it right across out just at the edge of the area, and it's picked up here by Toussaint being harassed and hassled. Looks to be Romani, the man who is doing the harassing, and the ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw for East Mucurapo.
I think if it's one thing that we've noticed with this version of the Secondary Schools Football League, many teams have been caught with their pants down, so to speak. Well, look at this, pants down here.
Yes, here's another chance. He misses. Well, Atong. The entire goal was open, and he missed it. Well,
I was just talking about pants down. Well, he'd want to pull his over his head at the moment. Had a glorious chance. Saw the big picture after he picked the pocket. And well, when you get a picture like that, you gotta flash it into the far corner.
Well, he went for the far corner. It's just his accuracy on this occasion was poor. But here is Fatima again. This is Atong, the man who missed that glorious chance. And is that a foul? He says get up. And it looked to be Alcantara, the man who went down. But the referee was right on spot, and he said get up. This is Nunes getting it towards Jordan. And here comes Harley. But it's won back by Williams. Loop right back down into the Fatima half, and Mucurapo's a little bit of energy now. They put stringing a few passes together, but in an offside position is the man who went on as the substitute, Jarvis. So he's offside, and immediately the assistant referee has indicated a save. So
yeah, he just needed to get it to him much quicker than that. It was a nice flowing move, just broke down with that last pass, just a bit of hesitation. to get it out to Jarvis.
Well, Jarvis, one of the two substitutes who have come on, we've seen they've taken off Mohammed and they have taken off Hendrickson, as Fatima in possession with Hospitalis looking to get shaves going. Henry is going to pick it up, and two yellow shirts around him and he loses out, but Bailey couldn't keep it in and it goes out. It's going to be a throw for East Mucurapo. So 4-0. All the 4 goals coming in the first half. Shaves in the 14th, Romani in the 40th, then in the 44th minute it was Chime Williams, and in the 1 minute in added on time, Nunes with a free kick to make it 4-0.
Just a bit of lack of concentration.
Here goes Bailey. And Luke having to play it out. It's going to be a right-sided corner for Fatima.
You look at the timing that the goals were scored. 6 goals, or 3 goals rather, in the space of 6 minutes coming from the 40th minute. That tells a story of concentration, just a lapse. Certainly when you look at East Mucurapo play, you don't feel as if they deserve to be 4 goals down, but that's the game.
Yeah.
You fall asleep, well, somebody's awake and taking advantage.
And especially when the opposition takes advantage of it. But here's the corner swung out and kicked downfield by Gulston, looking for Harley, and giving chase. There was not only Harley, but it seemed to be, was it Atiba? Yes, it was Atiba. Ball sent back upfield. Atiba in possession, gets it towards Harley, back to the man who's come on as a substitute, Lachman, but this is Alcantara. That hit a little too firmly and Williams can't get it. It's going to be a throw for East Mucurapo. And Lachman is going to come across to take the throw. Clint Lachman, not Lachman, Lachman. That's a ball played wide to Williams. Looking to take on, that's a good tackle in the end, coming from Luke. Plays it out, and it's going to be a left-sided corner this time for Fatima. So you just got to think that with 40 minutes left in this game, East Mucurapo, they need to score, and they need to score quickly, or this game is going to continue to get away from them. The corner taken comes straight back to Williams, sends it deep, the heads go up, and no one can get a shot in from the Fatima team. No one got a handle onto that, but that's a good tackle coming in from Jordan, sends it right back upfield.
Well, might be rolling the dice now. Change being made for East Mucurapo. I suspect it's going to be an offensive change.
Well, the throw sent downfield.
Naeem Taylor is the man that just came on. He replaces Galston.
So Taylor on for Galston.
And that's just East Mucurapo looking to shake things up. You look at the scoreline, you see 4-0, but you just feel that this game is far from over. Maybe as a contest, but not in terms of goals.
So the goal kick taken, and Jaden Williams coming forward with it, gets it to Hospitalis. Nice long ball, but the intention was good, the execution was very poor, and it's gone out for a throw for East Mucurapo. Henry with the throw, looking to get it to Harley, heads it on, but Taylor was nowhere there, and it's picked up by Williams. looks to play it through, but that's it far too long. He was trying to get Shaves going through on goal, but he hit it far too long. Can't keep it in. It's going to be a throw for Fatima. Jordan with it. As this is Romani. Gives it away, and ball played long forward by Taylor. No one really in control of it as it's headed on. And the referee is going to give a free kick to Fatima because a little bit of pushing. And Nunes looking to send it long, move on to the far side to Bailey. Bailey does well, eludes one tackle but can't elude the second, and it's picked up in the midfield by Mohammed. No, this is Tristate for East Mucurapo. Sends a good ball. Lachman is on his back. This is Lachman, sends it across, and Hospitalis is there but doesn't clear it all that well, and Harley in possession, twisted, turning with it, and eventually he's robbed by Williams. Sent upfield, Bailey can't control it. Turning with it is Pear, but Bailey comes away with it, sends a nice looking ball to Williams. This could be problems here. He's looking for Shaves. This is goal number 5. In the 55th minute, another wonderful move here by the Fatima team, and it was created. The ball was played wide to Williams, and he did the correct thing. James, he just played it through, and Shaves just had to run onto it and put it into the back of the net.
Yeah, it all comes down to decisions, and it started with that good decisions to find Williams here, and when he put it across on a platter, well, that's the precision of a brain surgeon there from Shaves. It's not going to miss from there. You set the table for him and he will eat. That's what a forward of his caliber does, and unfortunately for East Mucurapo, well, that looks like game, set and match, goal number 5.
Yes, it's 5-0 at this point in time, and Fatima certainly dominating the proceedings here, as this is Williams, gets it to Alcantara, who plays it nicely out wide to Hospitalis. Still another 35 minutes in this game to go, and this score line could be really very, very intimidating to Mucurapo. This is Bailey, sends the cross in, headed away, but only as far as Atiba, and the shot coming goes wide, but it took a deflection, and it's going to be a corner for Fatima.
Well, they're 5 goals up, and you think that their appetite is full. Think again. Insatiable appetite, the team in yellow, Fatima College. They want more goals. Certainly want to stamp their dominance. Well, this could be dangerous. Still keep it alive. And I'm sure that the other finalists would be looking at this match and thinking,
yeah,
my
well,
word, how do we stop them?
Yeah, they would have their work cut out, there's no doubt. And somebody just reminded me that it's Shaves, not Chavez. Because I remember the first time we were calling him Chavez, but we've since corrected that quite a long time now, James, and he's Michael Shaves.
Well, he hasn't been listening to us, has he?
No, he hasn't been listening, but you know, these things happen. When you make a mistake, they remember that mistake. They never talk about the good things you've done, do they?
I tell you what.
You will know that more than I do, James. The amount of good things you've done in your time.
Well, best thing I've done, sit alongside my good friend Colin Murray.
And of course your classical wear. You know, let's don't forget that you're an immaculate dresser.
It's a Friday. It's a Friday in Trinidad and Tobago. Got to look the part.
Well, here is Jordan getting it to what's let's see, that was Williams, who goes back to Nunes. He gives it away. It's Mucurapo trying to mount an attack here. Long ball, searching ball, looking for Taylor. but it's won back by Fatima as the ball played forward, but again it's Atiba gets there quickly, gets it out to Latchman. Latchman looking to play that ball forward, but it's won back by Williams. This is Romani. So Fatima looking very comfortable on the ball. Bailey looking to attack. Henry goes wrong. Henry sends the ball across. This could be number 6. Just couldn't reach it. So, let's see. Was that seemed to be Romani? Oh, not Romani. Sorry. Let's see. That is Bailey. Let's have a look at
Jordan.
Yeah.
Well, be ruining the fact that he cut his toenails this morning. It's just about a toenail away from getting that into the goal.
That's Jordan coming up from that left back position. And seemed to have just changed positions with Williams, but here he shaves. Gets it to Bailey. Still Bailey. Looking to give it to Jordan. Sent it across the Shaves, who could have certainly had a third goal.
Well, it was acrobatic, if anything. Almost tried to backheel it into the goal. I don't think I've seen a volley like that in quite a while. Was just placed slightly behind him. And, well, went to the unconventional. Almost worked.
Hospitalis the Shaves. Gives it back to Hospitalis, but it's played a little too far ahead of him. Ball sent downfield as Mucurapo trying to mount an attack here, but the ball goes straight through Toussaint and it's picked up by Hospitalis. Gets it forward to Bailey. He gives it away and Hospitalis wins it back. Did very well indeed. Gets it to Alcantara. This is Nunes. Wide is Jordan. So again, Fatima knocking it around, but then they give it away. This is Taylor. And he gives it right back to Jordan. So Jordan going forward. Chaves in the meantime is down. And the referee is going to stop the play. Just about an hour gone. And the man who scored the brace is down at the moment, James. Not too sure what's happening with him, but looks to be he's holding the top of his leg. Let's have a look at Bailey playing it to Jordan. Sends it right across, and maybe it's that acrobatic sort of the ball was behind him and he was looking to take that left leg and wrap it around the ball to get it to Goldsworth, and he seemed to have done some damage with his hamstring. So it's we see Mucurapo looking to make well, not a substitution, but having a word with Latchman. Clint Latchman, the number 20 player, he has come on at a right back position. They took off Hendrickson, I suppose, after that appalling mistake in the first half. Hendrickson has been removed. Brewster has gone into the middle, and not once he's gone into the middle, it meant that Latchman took up that right back position. We're seeing that Shaves is making his way off, and that's a pity. So he's really in some trouble as he's just limping off, walking very gingerly, and it means that Fatima will have to make a substitution.
Yeah, he's clearly hurt, and more so, they would want to save him for the finals.
That's right, which is next Friday.
It's a pity though. It's certainly the top performer of the match so far.
Well, this ball played wide, and here it goes East Mucurapo with Taylor. Taylor, can he pull one back? And he's banged it high over the bar. They've had their chances, James, so you can't say that this has been a one-sided game where East Mucurapo has not had any chances. They've had their chances, they've just not been able to put it away.
Yeah, and you can't get them better than that. That is what you call a sitter. When you get gifts, simple light, not to take them. Well, he didn't get the memo, did he, Taylor? Does remind me of a ex-Mucurapo attacker. Was part of a championship winning team, Muta Taylor. I think he would have been the team's top scorer that year. Kevin Molino being the other star. He's since passed away, but certainly one of the prominent Taylors that I've seen pass to East Mucurapo. That Taylor certainly would hope to learn the craft from him. He's still a young man, still has lots of time to do that. Naeem Taylor.
Well, we see Fatima, they've made 3 substitutions, and we'll give you those substitutions in a moment, because Atong has come off, Romani has come off, and Shaves has come off. Mason has gone on, he is one. Collier has also made his way onto the field, and just looking to see who is the other player that has gone on. It appears that it's Atherton, Johansi Atherton. So those are the 3 substitutions: Atherton, Collier and Mason. They've gone on for Atong, Romani and Shaves.
That's quite ironic. You just mentioned Atherton, his father, sitting right next to us. Of course, fireman by profession, did play with the fire service football team. Good to see his son. Many kids representing parents. Of course, Williams, his father, Stephen Williams, is on the bench of Fatima College as well.
That's right. So the ball goes wide. It's a goal kick.
Well, Edwards has been one of the top goalkeepers in the competition. Like the look of him.
Oh yeah, and there's no doubt he's made a couple of brilliant saves in the game against St. Benedict's, but in the end was beaten by 3 very, very good goals from the St. Benedict's team. It's a corner for Fatima.
Yeah, a bit clumsy in the end. Goalkeeper forced off his line, and I think it was a bit of a panic from the defense.
The header goes up, and it's Atherton there. I think he came up looking for the header as Mucurapo come away with it. The ball played long towards Harley, and eventually good sliding tackle there by Jordan, and it's going to be a throw for East Mucurapo. In the meantime, a player is down. It seems to be Luke.
Yeah, I think he just might have collided with the Fatima player as he went up for a header, trying to defend that one. Might have fallen on his toes. Tell you what, those can be very painful. Any footballer will tell you that.
Well, it's 5-0, and East Mucurapo suffering here because they've had their opportunities. They were not able to put them away. And because of that, Fatima has been very, very clinical in front of the goal.
Well, at least he gets a chance to breathe. For him, he's got to face the ice therapy. Oh, he seems all right, does he? He's a big boy. But it's hard to believe we've just gone 6 minutes over an hour. And look at the scoreline.
Yes, there is the confirmation of one of the substitutes, Collier, coming in for Romani, and Atherton coming in for Atong, and Mason for Shaves. The confirmation of the 3 substitutes. As here goes Mason, has the shot, and the keeper has the save. I thought that might have been going wide, but give Mason credit. He took it in stride, James, and he hit it one time. Didn't try to cut back inside. Let's have a look.
Well, the big guy in goal has no clue where this is going to go. Goal bound, and he stuck that big paw out. I think that might just have been creeping in.
Yeah.
That's a very good save, good awareness.
I thought initially it might have been going just wide, but on second look, it certainly might have been creeping in. So East Mucurapo looking to come forward and trying to get Harley away. Harley gets possession, trying to get it to Taylor, but it's one back here. This is Collier playing that ball nicely across towards Williams. Williams, who's come up from that central defensive position, because Atherton has gone into that central defensive position with Noons, and Jaden Williams, he's come up into that. There is Jaden Williams, he's come up into the midfield role. So Fatima doing a little bit of shuffling, but certainly will not affect their performance.
Yeah, certainly. 5 goals up. can afford to rest player. Of course, one eye on that final next week in the North Zone.
This is Hospitalis. Does well. Bailey goes up that right side. Holds on to it. Gives it back to Hospitalis. Hospitalis doing a little bit too much, but so he has to go back towards Arthurton. Back to Hospitalis. Sends the ball in. Looking for Mason. Oh, he takes that well. What a goal. What a super goal that was. That was a cross from Hospitalis. He saw Mason. He played it long. The control from Mason, James, was absolutely brilliant. He took it on that left boot and just, he sort of took it on that left boot, waited, and then just calmly pushed it into the back of the net.
Well,
let's look at it. Let's look at it.
Top quality, you call this. The gentle touch of a starstruck lover. And look at this.
Look at that.
The execution of Jack the Ripper. Oh, that's the kind of ballers that you like. There's a bit of everything, the yin and the yang. And that's as good a goal as you would see anywhere.
Wouldn't it? My word. The cross was excellent, but I think the touch was even better.
Yeah, Joshua Mason coming on as a substitute, and he'd love that one, won't he?
A good tackle. So in the 69th minute, Mason has come off the bench to make it 6-0.
Well,
that is easily
still reminiscing on that goal, Colin Murray.
But to me, that's the goal of the match so far.
And we've seen good goals today.
Yeah. Well, a corner for East Mucurapo. What can they do? Last time they had a corner, they hit the bar. Taylor with a corner. That's going to be too close to Edwards. He's going to hold on to that. Coming up to 70 minutes. Still 20 minutes left in this game. Fatima leading by 6-0. So really a walk in the park for them now. And it's going to be a Fatima QRC final come next week Friday. Am I allowed to say that, James?
Yeah.
I tell you,
stranger things have happened, but
well, yeah, I
don't see 6 goals being overturned in 20 minutes.
I can't see it. There goes Jordan with a run, but he stopped by Luke. It's very demoralizing now for East Mucurapo. The thing is, and we keep saying it, James, they had opportunities and they never capitalized on the opportunities that they had.
I think it's a bit of inexperience from East Mucurapo. Dale Saunders, the manager, he did speak about a team that he had to do a lot of work with, not much time to prepare, not much experience, but it's showing today the quality, the golfing quality between these teams.
Well, this is Bailey getting into Collier. Back to Bailey. Hospitalis is getting involved. Oh, that's good football from Bailey. Gives it back to Hospitalis. This time the cross is not so good, but Fatima gets a corner. So they're turning it on now, James.
Yeah, that's champion football from the bubbly Bailey. Crowd love that one. You should see that in video game football. Wow. Get a look at it in real life.
So Hospitalis with the corner. See number 23 coming on, and Toussaint is off for East Mucurapo. The heads go up. Goal number 7. Is it Jaden Williams? It looks like Jaden Williams, who has scored goal number 7. A good corner again from Hospitalis, and Jaden Williams out jumping everybody to make it 7-0.
Well, 7 heaven for Fatima, and it's that man, the number 6, Jaden Williams, sends a kiss to Papa on the bench. He says, yep, thank you for everything. That man looks bewildered. What went wrong? Well, we'll show him what went wrong. This excellent service, and when you deliver like that, well, Well, I tell you what, you get the package every single time. Jaden Williams, everything right. Eyes on the prize all the way into the back of the net. That's 7-0, baby.
Well, here is Fatima looking to come forward again. This is Atherton. Atherton still in possession. And it seems that Gooden has come on as a substitute for Fatima. Have to confirm that. I think Nunes has come off. But we'll just wait on confirmation of that substitution. As ball played wide. Cross comes, and more confusion in that East Mucurapo defense. Yes, that is Gooden. So he's come on as a substitute, but this is Nunes, so it's not for Nunes. It appears it's for Jordan. Yes, it is for Jordan, so Jordan is off. So a little bit of a shift for Nunes. He's gone back to his left back position, and he's much more comfortable there. He looked very comfortable today as well in that central defensive position, but he's played most of the season at a left back for Fatima, so he's gone back to that left back, and the pairing now in that central defense of Atherton and Gooden. This is Latchman. Can't get it past Nunes. Collier turns with it and gives it that was Bailey. This is Bailey now in possession. He's come more into the middle of the field, gets it wide, and the cross comes. There's Yearwood, so another substitute on the field in Yearwood. So Fatima certainly making some of those substitutions.
Well, that was close, wasn't it? They want more.
Yeah, they're looking for more. Well, they beat Blanchisseuse by 11 goals to 0 in the quarter-final. So they've scored 18 unanswered goals in the Intercol competition, James.
Well, talk about confidence. They're on cloud 10 at the moment. Well, there we go. Confirmation of some of the changes.
Yes.
Jordan coming in, Gooden going out.
And Williams coming off, and Yearwood going on.
And well, this is a coach's dream that they can make so many changes so early in a match like this. Ahead of a final, so he can rest legs.
I thought Bailey should have had the shot. It came off his chest, and he just couldn't get the shot away. Yearwood. Ball going out onto that far side. And it's going to be a free kick for East Mucurapo. Mason, the man doing the fouling. So coming up just about 13 and a half minutes left, and Fatima leading here 7-0 as Bailey giving chase to this one.
But Bailey has been really busy in the last few minutes, been involved in almost everything. Good for Fatima College. Well, he's wearing the armband,
yes,
big responsibility as well.
Yeah. Christian Bailey is going to take the corner. So the corner just going outside the box, certainly not what they would have anticipated. As East Mucurapo coming away with it, trying to get Harley going, but look where Edwards has come. It's come way out. and is able to clear his line.
Tell you what though, Harley has been chasing shadows for 77 minutes and he's still going. I'm a bit impressed by that. Still has the energy, still has the will despite the score.
Well, here he is playing that ball inside, and eventually it's played high up field. This is Brewster. Still Brewster in possession, looking for some support, but Gooden clears his lines. Ali gives it away this time to Collier. Plays a good ball to Mason. There goes Mason. He's got some speed. Bailey is getting into the center. It's hit a little too far ahead of him. He's gonna get. He has Yearwood for support. This is Yearwood. Plays it downfield, and Williams very ambitious there, and goes over the bar. It's going to be a goal kick for East Mucurapo.
Yeah, he should have played the simpler pass first, the one that went wide. They do get a corner, by the way. Take a deflection. No,
another corner. Another deflection and another corner.
Yeah, he had an earlier pass. The pass on the right side was a bit overhit. He got it, and one player to aim at. There's no need to play it in the air.
Collier going to that far post, but no one in particular. Not a good ball, and it's going to be a goal kick for East Mucurapo.
Now it's easy to get carried away when you've scored a ton load of goals like they've scored, but they've got to work on the simple things. I'm sure that what Coach Hudson Charles and Stephen Williams and Hisham Gomes and company on the bench will be pressing on these young men to get it right. Even when you're tired, even when you're in control of the game, you want to see repetition of the good stuff in the game. Oh, that's a handball, isn't it?
Well, it's going to be a free kick for Fatima. Jaden Williams is over this one. Sends it very quickly, looking for Bailey. And Harley turns nicely with it, but he's not going to get away with it because Atherton is there. He's claiming the ball may have taken a deflection, but it's going to be a throw for East Mucurapo. So we're in the final 10 minutes of this North Zone Intercol semi-final, and Fatima romp into victory. This is Hospitalis, turns nicely inside, gets it to Williams. Atherton sends it to Yearwood, but his flick header finds no one. Actually, it was Bailey with that flick header, was looking for Yearwood, and it went out of play. And this time it's another foul, so it's going to be a free kick for East Mucurapo. 7-0. Goals coming from Shaves, Romani, Chime Williams. Here is a chance now for Mucurapo, and Edward saves. Ball cleared upfield. So Shaves with 2, then Romani, Chime Williams, Noons, and Mason and Williams, the other goal scorers. Let's have a look at the SportsMax app moment, James.
Oh, so many to choose from, but how about this one? Beautiful touch, look at that, the touch of an angel. And well, ice in those veins, as cool and calm as you'd like. And that is a moment that, well,
and
social media, that's going to be played over and over.
And the finish was just as good. Excellent. That's the SportsMax app moment. And what a moment. Here is the shot, goes wide. Shot going just wide from Bailey. He's worked very hard. You'd have to think that he may have deserved the goal. There is Christian Bailey, the skipper of Fatima.
Well, I think the goalkeeper is going to be very relieved to see this one fly past his far post. Looked almost reluctant. Not again. Bailey this time just not dragging it on target. Bailey has been really, really good last few minutes. Certainly making himself a contender for one of the top players of the game.
Yeah, I think Williams is down. Jaden Williams seems to be the player down. And he's getting some treatment. In the meantime, Atiba, the skipper of Mucurapo, is on one knee. maybe begging for some sort of support. But it's been tough for the East Mucurapo team. They didn't do badly in the first half. They really lost it in the last 6 minutes of that first half. They went from 1 goal down to 4 goals down in the last 6 minutes of that first half, and the game was literally over at that point in time.
Yeah. Fatima College though, another class, another level. Young men, heads down at the moment, disappointed. Will learn though, got time to learn. Many of them, many very young players. That's the thing. School football, you have your ups and downs. It's almost like life, and many lessons will be learned today. And hopefully the players of East Mucurapo would go away with a lesson from this fixture that they can come around and be better next time around.
Well, the goal kick has been taken. Dumped downfield by Luke, but went out of play from the time he kicked it. So just about 6.5 minutes to go. Real tussle there for the ball. Eventually, the referee says it's a foul. It's going to be a free kick for East Mucurapo. So here comes East Mucurapo. This is Atiba trying to get to that byline, sends the ball across. And, it's won back by Jaden Williams. Still Williams fighting for it. Oh, he does well, does very well. Oh, he's going past one and trying to do a little too much. And the ball is at the back. Luke clearing his lines. It's going to be a throw for Fatima. Nunes with the throw. Gets it back from Goodin. This is Goodin. Playing that ball through, looking for Yearwood. Again. Get it away from the defense. It's bang downfield, but it's going to come right back. And it's a free kick for Fatima. Here goes East Mucurapo. Ball played back, however, and then a long ball played forward. And this could be a chance, but out comes Edwards. Does very, very well indeed. And the shot coming from Latchman, but it goes very, very wide indeed. And it's going to be a goal kick for Fatima College. So just about coming up to 87 minutes in this game. Fatima College comfortably leading by 7 goals to 0. This is Hospitalis. To Williams. But free kick given us. Williams was fouled. And the kick take quickly. This is Nunes. Plays a good ball. Up the line. Bailey is going to get there before anybody else. Looks to play it back to Yearwood. Yearwood does well. Yearwood still trying to worm his way through, and eventually it's cleared downfield. It's going to be a throw for Fatima. 3 minutes left. Long ball played upfield. The heads go up. This is Nunes. Still Nunes in possession. Plays it in field to Collier. This is Atherton. Goes wide and Hospital it flips and it lets Henry through, but it's well won back. And in fact, the referee is saying it was unfairly won by Atherton and it's going to be a free kick. So the free kick for East Mucurapo, and it comes off of Williams. So it's going to be a here is the left-sided corner, and Edwards was there. Not a bad corner at all. Comes right back into the box. The heads go up, headed away. This is Latchman, does well. Sends that ball forward. Atiba trying to go down that right side. Ball comes off of him because he was trying to get past the defender. It ricocheted onto him and went out for a throw. This is Bailey in a real tussle. Eventually Yearwood trying to play it forward. And away goes Bailey. Can he score? Goal number 8, he does! Christian Bailey has made it 8-0 in the 90th minute. That's all that young man needed. He has played a really super game here today. And that was the only thing missing from Christian Bailey's game here. A goal, and he's got it. Would you believe, in the 90th minute, he's done so very well. And Fatima College, they score yet again. There is Bailey outrunning the defense, and from distance he just calmly slotted it away from the keeper, and it's a real romp here. Fatima College now leading 8-0, and look at that. He took the defense away, dragged the keeper to his left, and then just put it nicely away from the keeper into the back of the net. So 8-0, and Fatima College on their way to the North Zone Intercol final. 8-0. And the chant has started. The Fatima supporters down in front, they have started the chant. They're having a good time. So 2 minutes of added on time. And there is the referee indicating he's called it a day just about a minute before they added on time. And the Fatima College, they have come away here victorious by 8-0, and a real romp here for them. And they've gone into the finals of the North Zone Intercol. They will come up against Queen's Royal College, and that should be a very interesting game. Don't let the scoreline here fool you. Intercol and QRC will be a different kettle of fish when they meet in that final. So the goal scorers here today, Shaves has got 2. Then you had Romani, Noons, Chime Williams, Mason Williams, and Bailey finished off the scoring. So 8-0. There is the full-time confirmation of the score by 8-0. And the Fatima players just celebrating now with their supporters. So the Fatima players on the field with some of their supporters. And it's been a comprehensive victory for them. And we're just waiting for the highlights of the game. And let's go with the highlights here as the referee Nikolai started, and that was a chance for Mucurapo from the corner, but then Williams went down the other end, squared it back for Shaves, and he put it into the back of the net to make it 1-0. Then it was the turn of Romani, the loose ball going to Romani. He had a low left-footed shot away from the keeper, and all of a sudden Fatima were leading by 2-0 after 40 minutes. And then it became even worse in the 44th minute. A real calamity here at the back. Mucurapo just couldn't clear the ball. Williams capitalized, Cham Williams, and he put it into the back of the net to make it 3-0. Then a free kick in 1 minute of added on time in the first half. It was then 4-0. Nunes putting the ball into the back of the net to make it 4-0. Then here goes goal number 5, should have been by Atong. He missed it. He had the ball was played right through to him and he missed it. But then goal number 5, Williams playing it to Shaves, and all he did had the easy task of putting the ball into the back of the net to make it 5-0. And this was a chance for East Mucurapo. Taylor coming on, hitting the ball high over the bar. Good save from Alexander as the shot coming there. And then what a good goal this was from Mason. The cross from Hospitales. Look at the touch from Mason. And all he did was calmly slotted it into the net to make it 6-0. It wasn't done there. Corner from Hospitales. And then Jaden Williams now jumping everybody and then put it into the back of the net. Sends his kisses to the crowd to make it 7-0. Then there was Bailey going wrong the players, then aiming for that far corner, just missed it. He's had a really wonderful game. He's been here, there and everywhere. And then the icing on the cake, a through ball to him. He took the defenders away, sent the keeper one way and then slotted it into the back of the net to make it 8-0. Christian Bailey, the skipper. Let's look at the stats here of this game. 17 shots to 7, 11 shots Fatima on target as opposed to 3 from East Mucurapo, 4 fouls to 5, yellow cards, 2 for East Mucurapo, no red cards, 1 offside for East Mucurapo, the corners 11-2, saves 3 by the Fatima custodian, 3 by the East Mucurapo custodian, and look at the possession, 62% for Fatima, 38% for East Mucurapo. A really comprehensive win by Fatima, winning by 8-0. They are into the COCA-COLA North Zone final. They'll come up against QRC. But however, let's cross over to Siobhan. She's got the man of the match with her.
Thank you, Colin. Joining me pitch side is man of the match, Christian Bailey of Fatima College. Congratulations to you. So, Christian, your team has won 8-0. You scoring the 8th and final goal, making you guys triumphant against East Mucurapo School today. Tell me, was your team's performance as expected?
Our team's performance in the second half was great, actually. In the first half, we started off a little sloppy. Coaches shaked us up a little bit in the dressing room and we came back out and we just came in the victory.
Whatever your coaches told you, clearly it worked for you guys in the second half. Now the next thing is winning today means you qualify for the finals next week, meaning that you're going to be playing against QRC, a team you haven't played against at all for this season. Are you excited, nervous?
Not nervous at all. Actually, we are excited and we are going to train throughout this week to come out to the victory again.
Any special tactics you're going to work on to win against them next week?
Definitely finishing.
Well, there you have it. So that's Christian Bailey, today's man of the match. Fatima winning against East Mucurapo 8-0. So congratulations again to you,
Thank
Christian.
you.
Coming up next, we have James Saunders, who is pitch side with today's coaches.
Well, thank you so much, Siobhan. I've got with me the coaches, and I would like to invite our first coach to have a chat with me, Mr. Dale Saunders, coach of Mucurapo East. Tough outing for your team today, Dale. Where did it go wrong?
Very tough. I think inexperience play a massive part today. I think kudos to Fatima. They are one of the top teams in the league. Experienced players, a lot of talented players. So I think that's where it went wrong for us today.
What do you think you would have learned from this experience in this Intercol campaign?
Definitely, we had a bunch of U16 players. I think they were exposed to the high level, and I think they will get some experience under the belt going forward.
What's next for East Mucurapo?
Definitely, I think we're supposed to be a part of the playoff. So going forward, we have a proper structure in place, and we just need to build and keep building and growing.
Oh, thanks, Dale.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
I'll now invite the coach of the winning team, Fatima College. Of course, no stranger to Trinidad and Tobago football, Mr. Hudson Barber Charles. And firstly, describe the emotions that you and your team are feeling right now.
All right, first we elated because, this is, the second final we'll be playing. And of course, I'm happy for the guys and them.
Now, you're heading into a final. It's another final that you're in. What lessons are you going to take into this final?
All right, well, first of all, we wouldn't take no team for granted. Krause, we watch them play, they have a decent team. And we won't be complacent. But we're going to win. We're coming to win the final.
It's the first time that you're meeting KRC for the season. What are your expectations there?
With my guys, I want them to go out and play the football that we are accustomed playing, that made us reach this far. So we go out and just play our game.
What's next? A big final. How is that preparation going to look like?
We have certain things for the final, but come next Friday, you always see.
Well, thanks very much, Coach. Go celebrate with your boys and have a good time.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm just going to join in right here as we bring a wrap to this broadcast here at the Hazley Crawford Stadium. Thank you so much for viewing with us. Of course, Fatima College moving into the North Zone Finals with an 8-0 win this afternoon against East Mucurapo. Just to remind you that we'll be back in action again on Monday, Chaguanas North. Well, they will be coming up against Presentation College Chaguanas in our Central Zone Final. And then Miracle Ministries, they will be coming up against Carpi Chima East. All that action is happening on Monday right here on SportsMax. So on behalf of the entire team here at the Hazley Crawford Stadium in Trinidad and Tobago, we say have a fantastic evening. Catch you later.